think being tired is a modern problem? You think caffeine addiction started with Starbucks? You think Red Bull invented the energy boost? You are embarrassingly wrong. 50,000 years before your first cup of coffee, before your pre-workout, before your overpriced matcha latte, ancient humans were running on substances so powerful they didn't just wake them up. They rewired their brains. They pushed their bodies past every biological limit. They hunted for 18 hours straight in freezing darkness and came back ready for more. And here's the part that should genuinely disturb you. Some of those substances still exist. Some of them are sitting on shelves right now, and some of them were so effective that modern science is only beginning to understand why. This is the real history of prehistoric energy drinks, and it is going to change how you look at that cup in your hand. Buckle up. Let's start with the oldest stimulant in human history. Not cocaine, not coffee, not even alcohol. Leaves, specifically Catha edulis, a shrub that grows wild across East Africa and the Arabian Peninsula. Today we call it khat. Archaeological evidence suggests humans were chewing it at least 5,000 years ago. Some researchers push that estimate back much further, possibly 40,000 years, based on cave site residue analysis in Ethiopia. Here's what khat actually does to your body. The moment you chew it, a compound called cathinone floods your bloodstream. Cathinone is chemically almost identical to amphetamine. It triggers a massive release of dopamine and norepinephrine. Your heart rate climbs, your pupils dilate. Fatigue, gone. Hunger, suppressed. Fear, significantly reduced. For a prehistoric hunter who needed to track prey across 50 miles of open savanna without stopping to eat or sleep. This wasn't recreation. This was survival technology. Think about what that actually means in practice. A hunting party leaves camp before sunrise. No food, no water readily available. Terrain is brutal, rocky, uneven, 40 degrees Celsius in the afternoon sun. The prey they're chasing won't stop. It won't slow down out of mercy. If the hunters fall behind, they go home empty. The tribe goes hungry. Children die. That's the actual stakes. Khat didn't just make the hunt easier. In many cases, it made the hunt possible at all. And khat wasn't unique. Across the ancient world, every single major civilization independently discovered a plant that did essentially the same thing. The Incas had coca leaves. Chinese emperors had ephedra. Siberian shamans had something far stranger. And we'll get to that. The pattern is undeniable. Humans didn't stumble onto stimulants by accident. We hunted for them. We cultivated them. We built trade routes around them. Because without them, many of us simply wouldn't have survived long enough to invent writing, farming, or anything else we credit as civilization. Now let's talk about the most controversial energy source in prehistoric history. In Siberia, among the Koryak people, there is a ritual that is at least 3,000 years old, possibly much older. Shamans would consume a bright red mushroom with white spots, Amanita muscaria, and then the rest of the tribe would drink the shaman's urine. I know. Stay with me. Here's the science. Amanita muscaria contains a compound called muscimol. Muscimol binds to GABA receptors in the brain and creates a state of intense stimulation, reduced perception of pain and fatigue, and dramatically increased physical endurance. Viking berserkers are widely theorized to have used it before battle. Accounts describe warriors who felt no cold, no exhaustion, and no fear, fighting for hours in conditions that should have killed them. But here's what makes it genuinely remarkable as an energy source.